We have already seen that jQueryUI or jQuery user interface is a JavaScript library that is built on the top of jQuery. So being a JavaScript library, we need to reference the required files to use it. So in this lecture, we are going to see how we can set up the environment for jQuery UI development. You can reference the jQuery UI files in two ways. That is, you can reference it either online or offline. In this lecture, we will see the offline technique. To use it offline, we need to download the required files and then add references to those files. This offline technique, that is downloading and referencing, is most suitable if your internet connection is not that stable. Because in the online technique, we will be referencing the files from a server. So your internet connection needs to be stable to go for the online technique. Otherwise, it is always better to go for the offline method. So to download the files, this is the official website of the jQuery UI, that is jQueryUI.com. If you go to that site, you will see a download button here. Click that link. And here it is a download builder, and you could see different versions of the jQuery UI. As of now, 1.11.4 is the latest version, that is the latest stable version. When you download the required files, make sure that you go for the latest version, because obviously it will have the latest and most enhanced features. Then jQuery UI mainly has 4 components, that are UI core, interactions, widgets, and effects. This download builder allows you to go for a custom download. That is, you can select only the components that you need. Suppose you want to use only UI core and interactions, these 2 components, then you can uncheck widgets as well as effects, so that it will uncheck all the related components automatically. So you can select whichever components you want, and here you can select only the required ones from this list as well. So this time let's go for a complete download. So click widgets as well as effects. Now we have selected all the major components. Then go down, you will see a theme option. You can select, you can either go for no theme, or you can select a theme from the available list, or even design a custom theme. This custom theme section we will see it in another lecture. This time let's go for any of these themes. I am going for start. You can select whichever theme you want. I am selecting the start theme. Now click the download button. So what I have done, I have selected the most latest version from here, and all the components are selected by default. You can unselect if you do not want any of these components. We are selecting all the components because we need to understand each and every one of them. Then we have selected a theme from the available list, that is the start theme, and I am going to click the download button. Now the file is getting downloaded. Here it is downloaded, jQuery UI 1.11.4.custom.zip. Let me get it from the downloads folder. Here, this is the zip file that we have downloaded just now. Let me unzip it. I have double clicked and it is now available here. So I'm going to copy this from this downloads folder to my desktop for easy referencing. So copy, and let me paste the item on my desktop. Now it is here on the desktop. Now double click the folder and you could see a number of files: index.html, jQueryUI.css, jQueryUI.js, min.css, min.js, structure, theme, etc. What are all these files? In fact, jQueryUI.css and jQueryUI.js, these are the two files we are going to use. This jQueryUI.css and jQueryUI.min.css are exactly the same. The only thing is that this is a minified version of this file. That is, .min file is a minified version or the compressed version of this original file, and jQueryUI.css and jQueryUI.js are suitable for development and environment, and this min.css and min.js files are suitable for production environment, as it is a minified version and having less size. Now the structure and theme is just to separate the structure and theme of the jQuery UI files. So this jQuery UI.css actually contains both this structure.css and theme.css. So in our case, we will be using jQuery UI.css and jQuery UI.js. Again, this external folder, if you click, it contains the jQuery.js files. So we need 3 files to use the jQuery UI components. That are, one is jQuery.js, another one is jQuery UI.css, and the third one is jQuery UI.js. Instead of these 2 files, you can also go for these 2, that is .min versions. Okay, now let's create a new file. Before that, let me take this jQuery file also into this folder so that it will be easier for referencing. So let me copy and paste it in the main folder. Paste item. So these 3 files are now available together. Otherwise, we need to specify the full path, external/jQuery/jQuery.js. To avoid that, I have taken the jQuery.js file to the main folder. Now we need to add references to these 3 files and check whether it has been done correctly. We will see it in the next lecture.